All right, welcome back. I've got video clips of me trying this over and over and over again, and I have not had any successes. Sometimes it's what it is. Let me walk you through kind of what we were expecting, what we did, what we thought might work. Our first battery, lem'me battery, is this guy. We have obviously our copper-plated thumbtacks. And then I thought I'd get cute and clever, and I used zinc-plated screws. My thought was I'd get higher amperage with there being a higher surface area of a screw than a nail. So, well, that'll work. So I use these screws in here. And what I've used for my wiring through most of this is this is just like an old lamp wire. I'm not sure if I can get it to zoom in for you. Put this in front of my face. Anyways, it's an old lamp wire. I got them at Home Depot to rewire lamps and stuff. I stripped it, twisted the ends together, keep everything good. So they were all insulated as they came across. And this did not work. So I tried to troubleshoot and see what I could do to fix it. I ended up making the second battery, which is right here, which I still have wired together, and it's still not doing anything. But anyways, there's that. So in the second attempt, you probably can't even see this. Oh, maybe you can. Okay. Second attempt, I peeled out the wire and took individual fios. It's Portuguese. I don't know what the American word is. Individual wires. And I used those for the circuit. And I also swapped out, just because I was like, dude did it in the video, let's just replicate everything he did. I swapped out zinc-covered screws for zinc-plated screws for zinc-plated nails. Swap those out. I also went out, and the original thumbtacks I used were these little baby guys. And they went in, but they didn't give much surface area. And on top of that, I don't know how well or how deep they were in. So I swapped out these little dudes for these dudes. These guys go in. And my pattern that I had is I would feed my wire through the hole at the top. I give the lead like I was threading a needle. I'd give that one wrap, and I give it several wraps until I got the length that I wanted. I inserted it into the lemon, and then I gave that several wraps around the zinc-plated nail. So our end looks something like this, right? Pull it taut, then they're in there. So there's no crossover of wires. The idea, what we're trying to do is we're trying to make a battery. One nail, one zinc-coated nail, and one brass-coated tack. It's not going to give you much. You know, you get a passing of, 2 electrons from the zinc over to the cathode copper. Not going to give you much. So the idea is that we're doing these in a series. So, one to the next, to the next, to the next. And then you add all of that voltage up. And then obviously I was trying to increase amperage because that's the flow of electrons through with higher surface area. I got none of it to work. There's a few other things that might have been the holdups. For example, this is steel wool, but it has also got soap mixed in. Problem? Maybe. Really? No. I peeled a bunch of this out and not washed off, but pulled out a bunch of the soap so that I was left with just steel wire. I tested that with a lighter to make sure it was still plenty flammable. It is very scarily flammable. And I used that, and I didn't get that to light. Then I went back and rewatched the video. I saw that he had like some kindling, which I honestly thought the steel wool is what I use for kindling sometimes out in the wild. Used the toilet paper. Didn't work, so then I tried soaking the toilet paper in lighter fluid, anything just to make it more. The idea was I just needed something out of these lemons. I want to take all other components out and make it just the lemon. Sadly, wasn't able to get anything to work for this. I even went and got a trusted 9-volt battery and thought, well, if I can at least show the concept of what's going on, that's a thing. This didn't work. Granted, you may have saved my life, Pro Caps, because this battery got out of my fire alarm, and it's very old. Expired in 2009, so now I know I get to rechange all my batteries. Anyways, the idea is that we have it in series. Our voltage goes up with each set in the series, and then the amperage going up would hopefully pass more electrons. I'm assuming we wanted heat, conversion to heat to light this bad boy. I've watched some other videos that talked about multiple lemons being needed in order to, like, there's one guy who lit an LED, but he had to put 3 lemons together, and each lemon he had like four series, like 4 zinc, copper, cathode, anode. So just to explain, the zinc is our anode, the copper is our cathode. The zinc is giving up the electrons, the copper is accepting, making the copper the oxidizing agent and the zinc the reducing agent. Pass in series, and you get a higher voltage, and hopefully, I was hoping, especially with these, a higher amperage, or a high enough voltage and amperage to get fire. I saw a bunch of videos saying this was a hoax. I don't think it's a hoax. From what I've seen, it seems real, but it seems like you need more juice than a single lemon. Or maybe you need just sheer dumb luck of a great Russian lemon. I don't know. Anyways, that's where I am. Thank you.